Holy crap, my last video is about the Pokemon market crashing, and oh my goodness, are people panic selling like crazy on eBay? Let's discuss it in today's video.
Nice, very nice.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here. Today we're going to be talking about the Pokemon card market and the panic selling that is going on right now on eBay and other platforms as well. Now, I have an app. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. You probably have if you watch a lot of Pokemon content. It's called the Collector app. You can actually put in your collection of singles or sealed in there, and it'll basically tell you how your collection is doing based on a percentage change each day, and you can get graphs like that as well. It looks kind of like Robinhood app or like a Wealth Simple app here in Canada. Basically, it's like stocks. You're just treating your Pokemon collection like stocks. Now, I've noticed that in the last month or so, my sealed collection has been very stagnant. I don't know what's going on with my singles, though. I haven't inputted all of that in there because it's a ridiculous amount of singles, and I don't want to do all that work. Though I have a very small sealed collection, I do have it up there, and I've noticed that the prices have been stagnant and have been dropping on some pretty key pieces as well, which is very surprising. And I can only imagine that if the sealed product for Pokemon is going down, the singles are probably going down even more so. So let's talk about it today. The panic selling on eBay, it is actually kind of crazy. I'm a little jealous that I'm not in the United States and I'm in Canada, because Canada, yes, you can still find some collections right now, and there's a lot of people selling their collections and just Pokemon card lots in Canada, but compared to the United States, oh my god, it is not even comparable. And let's actually watch some of these right now. Let's take a look at some of these collections. Now, all I did was put in Pokemon card collection. I filtered out to new. Let's do it even more new, since this has been up for about an hour or so, this page. So let's see, newly listed. Is there even more that popped up? Yes, of course there is. Of course there is. There's always going to be. This is just North America specifically, so it's mostly going to be the United States, some in Canada, but you're going to see mostly United States since it's a bigger population base. Look at this, Pokemon cards collection lot, vintage holo EX, full art and bulk. And some of the deals you can get right now is pretty ridiculous, because again, a lot of people are panic selling. Some of these deals are very, very enticing, but here in Canada, I don't really want to take the chance with shipping and customs for a lot of these. But if you guys want some deals for Pokemon cards and you actually like them, and you're not just like an investor trying to, panic sell your inventory, then you probably could find some decent stuff here. I mean, my God, some of the collections I've been finding are quite good. Now, it depends on what you're looking for, but again, it really ranges from anything from vintage to newer stuff as well. And you have to also ask the question, like this one right here is pretty good, $200 for all of those cards, binder pages and everything. You have to ask yourself, why is this just like a seasonal panic selling? Is this because Mega Evolutions started to go down in price and wasn't selling for those ridiculous, outrageous pre-sale prices that were definitely inflated? And also Phantasmal Flames, that new set that's up on TCG Player. If you actually check the prices on that, the sealed product, it has also been losing a lot of value. And I don't think it just stretches to Pokemon. I think Magic the Gathering also is kind of in that same boat. Now, I talked briefly about this before, but the Spider-Man set really started to tank in value. I think it's around $450 US. At one point, it was $1,000 US. Then the Avatar set as well is going down in price, and I think a lot of it has to do with just panic, right? Because people are ordering less now than they used to from distributors, and that's also causing some distributors now to lower their prices when it comes to Magic the Gathering. Whether it comes to Pokemon as well, that is still to be figured out, but I imagine if this continues to go on for the next few months, then it could lead to an actual Pokemon crash, because I don't think we're in a real Pokemon crash now. I think there is some people panic selling right now, but it could, again, just be seasonal. We're at the time of year where people are starting to put some money aside for Black Friday deals and stuff like that. And sometimes if there's not enough interest during Black Friday, that's a really good signal to the market that Pokemon is not that hot anymore. Because remember when the Pokemon market shifted, there was those ETBs. I think they were being sold at Target for like $25 or $30 each, and they were getting scalped like crazy. This is like the turn of the market, I think, even before Prismatic Evolutions and even before 151 boxes were being purchased like crazy at Costco and Walmart's, and, you know, the scalpers started targeting those. Do you remember what happened there? This is like 2024, around November, Black Friday. There was fights over these Elite Trainer boxes like Lost Origin, I think Silver Tempest was one of them, Brilliant Stars, and people were actually getting into scraps in the store in Walmart over these Pokemon ETBs. Now, that was a crazy market signal while it was still a deal, but it was a crazy market signal to a lot of scalpers and investors that Pokemon is hot again. And so a lot of these scalpers kind of came out of the woodworks from, like, you know, other hobbies like sneakers and everything else. And they're like, hey, we can go back to flipping Pokemon cards. And then all of a sudden, you know, a few months later, Prismatic Evolutions comes out, and then everyone goes crazy about that as well. Then it just starts this crazy cycle all over again. So I think we're going to have to wait at least a month to really see whether or not this truly was a Pokemon crash, or people are just panic selling because they're afraid of a potential crash, and they're trying to sell right now while the market is relatively high, right? The bubble is pretty high right now, and it hasn't bursted yet, but it could burst in the next few weeks. You leave your thoughts down below about it down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.